Hey guys, and welcome back to this video. In this particular video, I'm going to talking about the selectors, how we can use those selectors and how we can specifically define a type or how we can set up that particular element as we want. Okay, let's get started. Now, in this case, I have heading and p tag. I'm just removing it. I'm just testing it how these things are working. And in this case, I'm just going for deleting all the things which we did in the past. What I will do, I will say h1, and inside h1, hi there, and let's say another h1 which is hi, I am here. Okay, save it. Now in this case, what we have two particular h1. If I go for h1 and let's say a color of aqua, save it. If I just switch to our browser, you will see this color is set it to both of this, but I don't want both of this. I want set to one particular single file. Now how we can do that? We can just define a class there and we can say okay, message, okay, message, and here we will switch to dot message, save it. Now that's look perfect. But what if we go for the same class name with another tag? Okay, let's say p, and we will go for this way, my info, save, switch. Okay, now that's weird, right? My info is also changed their color because of we decided to go for a class name of message. Now in that case, I want to specifically say that, hey, whatever the message will be, I want to set it to only for the h1. In that case, in the front of the message, we just need to pass h1 there. Now this will decide, this will say that whatever the h1 element is, if this have a message class, then only it will access the priority. You can see the suggestions are coming up inside the Visual Studio Code where you can see h1 class message, and here only h1 tag which consists the message will apply this particular property. Okay, now I hope that clear. Save it. Now inside the next, what we can do, we can just delete all the things, okay, or we can say cut it out. And here I want to just say a select. Okay, this is a shortcut to create a division tag, dot select, that means class select, and if you press the tab, you will set the division tag as well. Now inside here, what you can do, you can just put your all the codes which we did in the past. Okay, now that's fantastic. I want to access this particular element. Okay, I want to set it out as a brown color, okay, which doesn't have any class. So inside the select, I want to specifically design this particular h1 tag which hasn't any class. Okay, now in that case, for some reason I'm just deleting this so that we will able to understand, see it very clearly. I want to access select class. Inside that select class, I want to access to h1. So in that case, I'm going for style.css. Let's just remove this and say select, and whatever the select value will be, if I set to the color of let's say a brown color or something else, like okay, brown, save it, move it, we will see both of this color will be changed. But I just wanted to go for h1. In that case, inside a select, I will specifically say that h1, and if I say that, you can see only the h1 will be changed, and that's totally okay, right? That's totally fine, and we want that. Okay, now inside this, what we can do something better than that. Okay, let's go for one more thing. Okay, inside the list, we can just say ul, and inside the ul, I want to go for li as we know, list. Let's say tea, moreover a coffee, sorry, coffee. Okay. So if I just save it there and I will move here, inside this, I want to select the li tag. Okay, this is this li. I want to specifically select that li tag. Now how we can do that? Inside the CSS, we have a ul element, and if we wanted to set ul as a parent element and li as a child element, we need to press the greater than sign and say li. So in that case, it will say that, hey, whatever the li is, if the parent will be of that particular li, it's ul element, then we want to do that particular property. So we can say list style List style means what? Let me just tell you that. Okay, before I just go for this, I will save it. Okay, so this is a style of a list. Okay, the dot will be there, and if I just go with this, you can see the dot is gone. So this is a list style. Okay, don't worry, don't try to hesitate it. It's just easy part. Okay, as we go forward, we will understand it more clearly and more detailed way. Okay, so in this case, we are trying to understand that UL, whatever the UL is, we are specifically going for LI. Okay, now if I just go on to the inspect mode, you will see that where the properties are actually applied. You can see here the property in the checkbox will be applied. If I just deselect it, you will see that the we will set the property will be gone. If I just click OK, so it will work pretty fine, right? So I hope that you got the point. Let's remove this. Okay, until this point, we've used three most important properties, that how we can select those elements. And I hope you got the point. It will not, you can't proceed without this kind of things. Okay, so you need to understand it in more clear way. But as we go forward and we will see the projects, you will see how we can use these kind of things very well, very easily. Okay, so don't worry, just try to understand, just do some practice and it will be fine for you. Let's get started. Let's see in the next video. Okay.